Hey guys, my name is Sal the Saiyan. Ichigo has recently partnered with myself to kind of let me handle making these videos as far as recording them and kind of helping out with the ideas and stuff like that. So we're going to be working together and you're going to be seeing a lot of me on here. So basically, I'll tell you guys a little about myself. I am a Dragon Ball YouTuber. I've been doing this for over 2 years. I have two channels. I have my main channel, Sal the Saiyan. Well, it's more my personal channel, not really my main channel. I've been a little inactive the past month, but I'm going to be working towards coming back on there. But the reason I have been inactive is because I have created a second channel called the Dragon Ball Network, which is a collaborative YouTube channel where myself, and a bunch of other Dragon Ball creators have come together to make one channel. So we're growing at an extremely fast rate. I mean, we're almost at 1,000 subscribers, and it's been a little over a month, which is really impressive considering, we're a brand new channel. So we have the backing of a lot of big time Dragon Ball YouTubers. We've done streams with people like Geekdom 101, people like that. So we're really succeeding. So if you guys want to go check that out, you can go check that out because I'm sure a link to that will be in the description. My channel and the Dragon Ball Network. So go check out both of those channels and do go subscribe. So basically, what I want to be telling you guys is I'm going to be looking at this article made by Screen Rant called Dragon Ball 10 Storylines That Hurt the Series and 10 That Saved It. And I'm basically going to be debating with the writer. It's kind of debunking, but at the same time, it's more debating because, again, this guy's article is opinion-based, not really factual. So obviously, it's not really something that can be debunked because the only thing that you can debunk is something that he's claiming is fact and that isn't. So I'm going to be more debating what his article is, and the author of this is Chris Littlechild. So he says that the Garlic Jr. saga hurt the series. So so obviously a lot of people don't like the Garlic Jr. arc. I personally like it, but that's just because I think it's cool because it's something that's different. It doesn't have Goku as the main focal point. Goku's not even in it. And I think it's just a nice change of scenery. I think there's a lot of cool slice of life stuff in there. But, I mean, obviously, a lot of people generally don't like it, so I can't really argue with you there. Save the series, the Black Star Dragon Ball Saga. I really disagree. I am a GT fan, but I have to say the first arc of GT is considered the worst part of GT, and I would agree with that. I can't really say that it saved the series. I really disagree. Now, what he's saying here is, because this one's going to be a controversial pick for sure, the Black Star Dragon Ball Saga was the first slice of Dragon Ball GT most of us got, and it proved incredibly divisive as a result. So, he said that Dragon Ball GT wanted to reboot everything about the series. Dragon Ball Z was intense, dramatic, and super serious, while GT was all about returning to the sillier, more comedic leanings that the show had prior to that. Naturally, this proved to be controversial to the extent that Funimation cut 16, 17 episodes and threw in a flashback in their stead. It wasn't until later that these lost episodes were released, and they what they did was they cut out a bunch of episodes and then just called it the lost episodes and then released them afterwards. I don't really know how you're arguing that it saved the series. There's no argument here, so I don't see how. Like, if you're gonna argue that it saved this, like if you're gonna say that it saved the series, at least argue it. You're not really saying anything here. Next, hurt the series, the Society Survival Saga. He's talking about an April Fool's prank that Toei played on us, where it was like, instead of the Universal Survival arc, you get the Society Survival arc. So, I mean, this is not, I don't know how you could really. It didn't really hurt the series because it was an April Fool's joke that people thought was funny. I don't really guess. I don't see how this could hurt the series. I thought it was a good thing, and it didn't even happen. So, I guess whatever. So, Save the Series releases cheesy Deus Ex Machina. Let's see. What is he saying here? Now, this one's a bit of a gray area. Did it save the show in a positive sense? Well, no, but certainly did in a literal one. Oh, so he's saying that basically how Whis was able to reverse time when Frieza destroyed the Earth. And I don't think that saved the series. I think, if anything, that actually, kind of takes away from the tension of the story, because now you know if Whis is there, let's just say, let's go to Dragon Ball Super Broly. Let's just say that Broly goes out of control, decides to blow up the Earth. Whis is just gonna reverse time and let them like fix it, or maybe he'll like just like let something different happen, or like tell Goku to do something differently. You know, you can't really say that that's a positive thing. I would argue it's a negative thing. So he's saying hurt the series, the Namek Saga. I think he's referring to the fake Namek arc. Now, you see, this guy, you can tell they're really not doing their research, because everybody knows this as the fake Namek arc, or fake Namek Saga, or whatever. It's like a 3-episode thing. I'm not 100% sure if it's 3 episodes, but I think it's something like that. So it hurt the series. Yes, that was horrible. I agree with you. Save the series, the Saiyan Saga. So, dude, if you're going to have the Saiyan Saga, like, if you're going to put that as the title, you can't put Super Saiyan 4, Goku, and Vegeta, because that's not from the Saiyan. Like, you see, you can tell how these writers probably don't know what the show is and get all of their information from Dragon Ball Wiki or some other unreliable site. Like, that's the issue. Yes, I agree, the Saiyan arc is one of the best arcs in Dragon Ball, or sagas, whatever you want to refer to it as. I just don't, you can't, like, it completely takes away from the credibility of your article if you're going to put a picture like this when you're calling it the Saiyan Saga. Hurt the series, Goku's handy get out of jail free card. Yeah, so he's saying that basically Zeno, you know, he has the Zeno button, Goku, so I agree. I think that did hurt the series. I think it took away from the tension. Same thing as the Whis thing, which he argued was a good thing. So, I mean, you're kind of contradicting yourself here, where you're saying something that basically leads to the same result, except maybe the Zeno thing is a little worse, but, you know, they both lead to the same thing. But he's saying one's good and one's bad, but it's stupid. That makes no sense. Save the series, the Tournament Saga. I think he's referring to the 21st Tenkaichi Budokai, or the 21st World Martial Arts Tournament. Obviously, you know, that is a great arc. I think it definitely saved the series, but I don't know why you're referring to it as the Tournament Saga. Is that what it says on Dragon Ball Wiki? Like, is that how you're getting that information? Because, you know, most people know it as either the 21st World Martial Arts Tournament arc or the 21st Tenkaichi Budokai, depending on how serious of a fan you are. But that's the 21st World Tournament, or at least you're going to say, like, the first World Tournament. Like, you know, nobody really refers to it as the Tournament Saga because there's 2 other tournaments. So, yeah, I agree. That's a great arc. Hurt the series, the Great Saiyaman Saga. I completely disagree. I think the Great Saiyaman is one of the best things in Dragon Ball. I mean, obviously, he wants Gohan to be a badass and, you know, Super Saiyan 2 and all that stuff, but, like, he doesn't understand that this is Gohan being Gohan. It's great slice of life stuff. You know, Dragon Ball isn't supposed to be all action, because that's not what the series is. Go back and rewatch Dragon Ball. That's what the series is at its core. It always returns to that, even if you look at Dragon Ball Super, when they have the filler episodes, or they're not really filler episodes, but you guys know what I mean, like the 9 Days of Peace. That is like Dragon Ball's core, and that in turn made for, probably a lot of people consider that to be like one of the best parts of Dragon Ball Super. Now, some people might not like that. Some people might only like the action of Dragon Ball, which is fine, but you can't ignore that the Great Saiyaman is Dragon Ball at its core. That's just, you know, comedic stuff. It's what Dragon Ball is. So you can't say that it hurt the series, because the series wouldn't exist without that to begin with, because that's what its roots are. So save the series, the King Piccolo Saga. Yeah, I agree. I think the King Piccolo Saga was great. But again, and I noticed this is to kind of show you the quality of these articles. This image, and I can't pull it up, but I did a video on the Dragon Ball Network where I debunked another Screen Rant article. They use the same image for this. So it's like, you know, your images aren't, like, you know, use a different image. There's so many images of King Piccolo. You don't need to use this one. But I agree. It was good. Hurt the series. When in doubt, throw in an Android or 20. So is he saying that the fact that they added different androids? Well, the reason for that, which you definitely don't know, is Toriyama originally intended for androids 20 and 19 to be the androids. But what happened was Toriyama's editor said, "Oh, that's an old geezer and a doll, I think, or a puppet. I'm not really sure." But he said, "Get rid of them." So then he replaced them in 17 and 18, and he was like, "Those are just two kids. Just replace them." And then he made Cell. So I mean, that's the reason for that. But I actually think the story benefited from that. Like, I thought that stuff was all good. I didn't think it was bad. I mean, maybe 17 and 18 could have had a little more time to themselves, but I think the whole plot twist of 19 and 20 not being the real androids, I think that actually benefited the series a little more. That's my opinion, but I totally disagree with you here. Save the series, the Frieza saga. So again, you're going to go here and say the Frieza saga and use a picture of Golden Frieza from Dragon Ball Super, and that just goes to show this guy probably just went on Google Images, just looked up Frieza, and that's what came up, so that's what he decided to use. That just goes to show you the effort that's being put into these articles is not what it should be. You should use the image from regular Frieza, and yeah, I agree, the Frieza arc was great. I mean, it has its issues, especially in the anime, with pacing and stuff like that, and some of the filler is pretty horrible, but, again, I disagree a little bit. I think the Frieza saga had some great stuff, but it wasn't amazing. But again, just your image. Use a different image. Use one that actually applies to what you're saying. Anybody could get that. Anybody that's seen the series knows that this image is not from the Frieza saga. Hurt the series, the Babidi saga. I thought everybody just considers it, even he put the Great Saiyaman saga, like, I consider all that to be under one roof of the Buu saga, but whatever, I guess he's considering before Buu gets hatched. I don't know how you can say that this hurt the series, because I thought this part of it was excellent. You had the whole Goku versus Majin Vegeta fight, like the Gohan versus Dabura fight. I thought all that was great. I mean, I completely disagree with you, and most people consider Goku versus Majin Vegeta to be a top 5, top 10 fight. Some people consider it to be the best fight in all of Dragon Ball. So I don't know where you're coming from here. That's really stupid. The series, the Trunks saga. So you're just going to use an image from Dragon Ball FighterZ. I mean, not Dragon Ball FighterZ. I mean, Jump Force. The Trunks saga. So I think he's referring to like the 5 episodes where Trunks shows up. Yeah, that stuff was great. I consider that under one roof as the android/artificial humans arc with the Cell saga. I consider that all under one roof because, that's what it all has to do with. It's one big story arc. But I guess he's considering the Trunks saga to be one thing, and I agree that's some good stuff. Again, just, put a little more effort in. Hurt the series, the Red Ribbon Army arc. Whoa, I disagree, really disagree. I mean, look, the anime of the Red Ribbon Army arc had some filler that was pretty rough. It was really, the pacing wasn't great, but here's the bottom line. The arc as a whole has more meaning and more, it takes risks and it does something different. It has a lot of meaning behind it, and I feel like Tao really is an amazing villain. That whole thing, and you can just say that hurt the series when it led to Dragon Ball becoming more popular. I don't know how you can just go ahead and say that the Red Ribbon Army saga hurt the series when it just led to Dragon Ball becoming more popular. So I really disagree with you there. He probably hasn't even seen it. I'm going to be honest. Save the show, the Captain Ginyu saga. So I guess so he doesn't consider the Frieza. Okay, alright. So the Captain Ginyu saga saved the show. Yeah, I mean, that's when it really started to explode in popularity in the US because, Funimation was just taking over from with their in-house dub and all that stuff halfway through this. So I guess you can say that. I wouldn't disagree with that. I'm not like a huge fan of that part of the series, but I guess you can argue that. Hurt the show. But why are you counting movies now? Why is Bio Broly a thing again? Bio Broly was only a thing once. But again, Bio Broly is pretty stupid. I don't think that movie's that great. I mean, I don't think it's as bad as people make it out to be, but it's not. It definitely didn't help. So, I'll give you that. Save the show. The Cell Saga. Yeah, alright, I agree. I thought the Cell Saga was great. I didn't think it saved the show because the show didn't need to be saved. Like, I feel like the series is doing really well, and the only things that really hurt it are like the really bad things, like the Bio Broly's. Not really the Cell arc. I mean, that stuff was good. It all was good. Hurt the series. The Kid Buu. Are you kidding me? This is like one of the best parts of Dragon Ball Z, in my opinion. You have Vegeta's character arc becoming complete. You have the awesome fights with Goku versus Kid Buu and Vegeta versus Kid Buu. I mean, I don't know how you can go ahead and say that this hurt the series when many people consider that to be one of the best parts of the series. I really disagree. Save the series. The Majin... Wait. So the Majin Buu saga and the Kid Buu saga are two different things? Alright, I've never seen this. And maybe this is like how Funimation broke it out like years ago, or how Dragon Ball Wiki breaks it out. But how you can say that I don't understand how you can say that the Majin Buu area where it's just Fat Buu. So I guess he's considering when Fat Buu shows up to when that like ends, so then Super Buu comes. I don't understand when is Super Buu part of this? Like, where does he fit in? But anyway, I'll just consider this Fat Buu shows up to when Vegito fights Super Buu. I don't see how you can say that this part of the Buu arc is like this saved the series, but this hurt it when they're so close together. And many people consider this to be the best part. But the Majin Buu saga, okay, save the series. All right, that's fine. I mean, I think it's good. But how you can say that this is good and this isn't good? I mean, I don't know. I really disagree with you. And I feel like this guy's literally just using the first images that pop up. I don't know. But, yeah, guys, I mean, I definitely disagreed with a lot of things in this article. I thought the overall quality of it was pretty poorly put together. I didn't think that they had somebody who really knew what they were talking about write it, and this obviously isn't meant to attack the author, but I think Screen Rant can do a better job. But yeah, guys, so if you enjoyed this video, do subscribe to this channel and turn on post notifications so that way you can be notified of every video the second it comes out. And also, if you enjoyed my commentary, do check out my personal channel and the Dragon Ball Network, as I would really appreciate that. So thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day.